Unfortunately for the both of y'all, Atlanta at Indy. Um, in Germany, Berlin, Germany. It's at the Olympic Stadium, Berlin. Indy is a 6.5 point favorite.
Colts.
Okay.
Is the
I
book
think
unanimous, Sean?
no. I think the Steelers gave us a blueprint. I'm as crazy as it sounds. I think the Steelers gave the Falcons a good defensive blueprint and the way the Falcons defense can look rushing the passer. I think they're gonna beat them. I'm gonna pick Atlanta to win this game.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta because of that reason that BRF mentioned. If this is what I saw from the Steelers defense, and the Steelers defense before that game, they were struggling. Before that game against Indy, what am I supposed to expect with Atlanta's defense going up against Daniel Jones? But the problem is
And
BR
Jalen Walker's getting hot too.
but the concern is BRF, and you even mentioned this yourself, the running game. How is Atlanta's running game going to stop Jonathan Taylor? That is a concern. I am excited to see the matchup between Drake London and Sauce Gardner. That's going to
Yes.
be fun to watch, though.
Oh, that's a money matchup.
And we're going to see which running back is better, Jonathan Taylor or Bijan Robinson. Although don't sleep on Tyler Algier. All right.
Absolutely.
Next one, big fella. New York at Chicago. Chicago is a 4.5 point favorite.
We're doing good.
In the great.
Doing good.
Go ahead, my man.
We're doing good.
Uh, don't poke Chicago in the eye. Gangster Squad. So I'm going with Chicago.
BRF. Oh, and we BRF. Unfortunately, all right. We'll see if we can try to get BRF back on, but I got Chicago as well. Next one. This is pretty unanimous. Buffalo at Miami.
James Cook gonna get 200 yards. Buffalo.
BRF. Giants at Bears. We didn't get your prediction on that.
Giants Bears. I'm gonna go. That one I'm gonna go Chicago.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Bills versus Miami. Champ and I, we picked Buffalo. Are you unanimous?
This this BTA Bills all the way.
Now
That
this isn't.
grind.
Yep, this is an interesting one right here. Baltimore at Minnesota, and Baltimore, believe it or not, is a 4.5 point favorite.
I'm picking Minnesota here. I like what I saw from them last week. I'm picking Minnesota.
Champ,
Uncle Lamar. Don't let me down. Baltimore.
Baltimore. If Baltimore's defense can play decent, I think they'll be fine. And again, it's not just. But again, Lamar's going to have a hard time dealing with Brian Flores, though. That's going to be an
Right.
issue with. So I expect King Henry to eat in this game.
He's gonna have to.
Up,
Yeah.
you got the battle of the shitters. Browns at Jets. Cleveland's a 2.5 point favorite. I'm gonna probably perhaps pick the Jets because I don't know what type of play am I gonna get from Dylan Gabriel. Although if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I might as well run the football with Quinshawn Judkins and Miles Garrett, who wasn't didn't get traded. He had 5 sacks in that loss against New England. What are we supposed to expect against the Jets? I don't see him putting up 5 sacks. Maybe at least 2.5, 3.
If he gets another 5 sacks and they lose this game, then I don't want to hear another word about Dylan Gabriel. Because right now, because I'm gonna just be real, I'm gonna make it quick. You've had 2 weeks to prepare, and their two best defensive players is gone. So if Dylan Gabriel doesn't have at least a decent game to show us, okay, there's hope for the future, I don't want to hear nothing else. You might as well just get in the great words of the of one of the greatest singers of all time, in the form of Usher Raymond. It's time to get them papers, them papers, them papers, and tell Kevin Stefanski to walk.
Unless you're using Usher bucks.
In games like this, I always lean towards the team with the better defense, and that's clearly the Cleveland Browns right now. So I'm picking the Cleveland Browns because, like I said, I expect this to be a low scoring affair. I'm gonna roll the team with the better defense. In a game like this, I'm picking Cleveland.
I'm gonna go with New York. Now, really good one right here. Patriots at Tampa. New England versus Tampa. And Tampa's a 2.5 point favorite. 79 degrees, but expecting thunderstorms.
What's so ironic about this is that both of these two quarterbacks have the impossible task of replacing the GOAT. So if he is commentating on this game, that will be poetic justice. On that, with that being said, I will say I'm going to go with the Patriot way and Drake May.
You going with New England?
Oh man.
You going with New
Okay,
England,
so
big fella? Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm. The Patriot way and Drake May.
oh gosh, I think this game got shootout written all over it. I'm not picking against Baker Mayfield in a shootout. I got Tampa.
Just because you said that, champ, I'm hoping Atlanta gets beat down by Indy. Just playing. I mean, hey, that's what happens when you don't poke the bear. Baker Mayfield is coming off his bye week, and we've seen what Baker Mayfield has done throughout the season. People keep talking about MVP Jalen Hurts and everyone else, and that's fair and fine. But don't forget Baker. So let's see what Baker Mayfield's going to do. Now, the only concern I have, though, will Godwin and Bucky Irving play? Because they didn't practice yesterday. And it's been time now it's been time. Yes, and also, too, let's not forget the other young guys on that team, particularly Tez Johnson. And also, shout out to Rachaad White. When Bucky Irving and Rachaad White, that's an underrated running back duo. That's a really good running back duo. There are a lot of great ones that we have, such as, of course, Robinson, Algier. So, I mean, what are other great running back duos that you can possibly think of? I mean, another good one, Saquon Barkley.
Gibbs Montgomery. You got Robinson Algier. You got Gibbs
Sonic
Montgomery.
Sonic and Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah.
You also got a good one in, even though he hasn't played much, AJ Dillon and Saquon. Because AJ Dillon can give you some ground and pound, and Saquon can do that, but also the speed, the explosion that he has. So I'm going to go with Tampa 35-32. Now, Saints at Panthers.
Carolina.
We all know Champ is rolling with Carolina because he can't stand the mates. We all know that.
Carolina needs to build off of that win. I would hope they can build off of that Green Bay win. That's a big win. That's a big win. And then you're going up against the Saints. I'm expecting you to run the Saints.
I just want to do that because I just want to see Shad's ass get pissed off and cry. That's what I want to do. I'm just talking. No, I can't stand. Sometimes Saints fans are kind of annoying. He's the perfect example. Sorry if I sound like the Grinch who stole Christmas, but sometimes he gets on my damn nerves from time to time.
Champ, PSP saw the light about Saints fans. He saw the light. I'm not the only one. Thank you, Jesus.
Although I would love, although I will not stop going to New Orleans just for them
Oh,
good food
oh,
though.
I've never visited New Orleans, and I would love to one day because it seems like a beautiful place to go. But boy, them Saints fans make me want to choke sometimes. I'm just saying.
They're not they're not as bad as Cowboy fans. Cowboys fans are by far the worst, except Mama Champ. Mama Champ has objectivity. I'll give Mama Champ that. Well, thank God she has a beautiful son in Champ to help her out because Lord knows if she doesn't have Champ or Ace, well, I don't know how she would react as a Cowboy fan. So thank God for Champ and Ace to help her out.
She all right as long as that delusion don't get in the system. She good. The Cowboys fans are delusional. Delusional.
They just like us Lakers fans. That's how come I can relate. Every time you look
You know,
around, us late. I'm
you know
delusional
we're gonna
now.
we're gonna win it next year, right? Shut up.
I'm delusional now. As a Laker fan, I'm delusional now because 5-2, and we might make it. So then there's a chance.
All right, fellas. Next one right here. Jaguars at Texans. And remember, CJ Stroud is ruled out due to concussion protocol.
The board is
Oh, I
yours,
think
Your Honor.
I think Jacksonville by default because Jacksonville by default.
Arizona at Seattle.
Ooh, Seattle.
The Seahawks gonna air him out like a Steelers fan.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm telling you, this gonna be like, yeah. They finna. You know what? I'm expecting a good game with the way Arizona's offense has been playing, but Sam Darnold, the JSN connection right now, boy, they own it right now.
I want to see Will Johnson going up against Jackson Smith and Jibba because I want to see how well this defense, who's been playing well a little bit lately, going up against Seattle's offense. So that's going
Man.
to be intriguing to me.
Oh, quick update. Quick update. The football game just ended 10-7. Denver
Denver.
Broncos get the
Yes.
dub, but 10-7. Ooh, this was an ugly game.
And they was knocking the hell out of Geno Smith. He was grimacing out there.
Mm-hmm. Rams at 49ers. Los Angeles is a 4.5-point favorite.
LA.
If the season ended today, Matthew Stafford, my preseason MVP pick,
Yes.
I think would get the award if the season ended right now. 67% completion percentage, 2,147 yards, 21 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Shout out to Matthew Stafford. LA Rams is winning this game.
Mm-hmm.
Bang, bang, 900 gang. I got the Niners. All right, next one. I obviously Lions at Commanders. Boards unanimous Lions. So we ain't going there. What, you want me to be honest?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Marcus Mariota presents no threat to the Detroit Lions, just none at all.
You want me to be drunk? You want me to act like J.R. Smith? Nah, I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Not J.R. Smith.
No. Don't have a Henny over everything moment. Don't do that.
All right, Sunday night, Steelers at Chargers.
San Diego Superchargers.
This is low key one of the best games on the slate. To be honest with you, this low key one of the better games on the slate. With that being said, yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers too.
And Monday Night Football, Eagles at Packers. Green Bay is a 1.5-point favorite. I'll probably go with Eagles. They're coming off a bye week. We can talk about Matthew Stafford MVP, but we got to throw in Jalen Hurts for the MVP as well because
Oh, facts.
Because regardless of the circumstances that Jalen Hurts has been dealing with, still in all, they're 6-2. And Tucker Craft, he's out for the season with the torn ACL. How is Michael Parsons going to get after the Eagles? And look, people are complaining about the tush push. And so far lately, champ, I'm sorry, I don't have a problem with the tush push, but lately the complaints have been fair because there have been times them false starts, and of course
Yes.
that play against the Giants, that was a fumble.
Yep. There's a lot of things going wrong. They got to be a lot more careful with this. You don't want to become the Kansas City Chiefs of the tush push. You know,
Which is why
we
the
all
NFL
know
moving
well.
forward, they're going to have to do something with the tush push in terms of how it's operated. Do I think the play should be banned? No. But moving forward, they have to do a better job looking at the play, figuring out what they have to do differently. But I have the Eagles win this one. They're coming off the bye. They brought in, of course, the trades with Jair Alexander, Jalen Phillips. Brendan Graham is coming back to the team. So I like Philadelphia to at least win this one. I go Eagles 27, Packers 19.
Eagles.
I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles. I got the Eagles too. They look like they starting to get in the rhythm before that bye week. Yeah, and then you bring in Jalen Phillips. I'm telling bro, Jalen Phillips is a beast, and adding him to that front with Zach Vaughn and Nolan Smith, that pass rush is gonna be so scary. Oh
And with
man,
Jalen
I
Carter.
feel yeah. Oh, I feel. I'm telling you, man. They were starting to get a rhythm, and then you add him to that pass rush, man. Yeah.
Well,
What the
Howie
Eagles
Roseman.
about like I was
Howie
talking about earlier.
Roseman.
The Eagles about to hit. Yeah, like I was talking about earlier, like when we were saying like the Eagles were coaching, and I said around November, December they're gonna hit this little hot stretch, and they about to roll. I think they about to hit that hot stretch.
I think
Howie
Howie
Roseman.
Roseman. I tried to tell you about
Howie
Howie
Roseman
Roseman.
is the Sam Presti of the NFL. Howie Roseman is the Sam Presti of the NFL. And there's a lot of great comparison between them and the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're both teams that are trying to go back to back, and they're off to one hell of a start. There's been some tweaks here and there that they had to switch up, and there's still a lot of things that need to be addressed in that system as far as AJ Brown. But as far as Howard Roseman, there's a lot of similarities to him and Sam Presti and Oklahoma City and Philadelphia. They're both going for the repeat at this point, and they are not shy about making the big move in order to bring players into that organization. So
I was
kudos to
also going to
Howard
say
Rose.
R.C. Buford.
Yes, R.C. Buford.
So yeah, Sam Presti. That's a hell of an analogy, man. But I told you, Howie Roseman. I said BRF. He's the best GM because somehow, some way, he makes moves out of nowhere. And just with the trade deadline, Jalen Phillips, you bring Jair Alexander to Philadelphia, although he's not what he was in Green Bay. But Eagles, they need depth, and they feel like they still have a chance to compete for another Super Bowl. Might as well try to capitalize it. And look, until
Nah, what I was just gonna say was Jair Alexander hasn't been good all year. Don't be surprised if it's the Philadelphia Eagles that gets good football out of Jair Alexander for the rest of the season.
well, we gotta wait and see how he plays. Hopefully with Philly, and hopefully with Brandon Graham also coming back as well too. I don't expect Brandon Graham to be that well physically because we don't know what type of shape or condition. Yeah, he may look good compared to the ordinary person, but that ain't football. You gotta be able to play football as well. But mentally, leadership wise, he'll be just fine.